Hey, how's everybody doing today? I was making a video of yesterday. I met up with our friend Car Dreamer, and we went to the flea market with his friend Quincy, who is in Port Orange, and me and Ashley and Joshua all went there and met up. It was really cool. And when I met up with him, he gave me a bunch. He gave me some stuff. It was really nice of him. And this is Ralph Gar, and he played for the White Sox. I think he played from like 1968 to like 1980. He was with the Atlanta Braves when he retired, and he was like 75 home runs and like almost 500 RBIs. He's a fan favorite, and apparently Atlanta Braves had put them in their Hall of Fame. So that's what Carter was telling me. That was really cool. I was like, wow, I've been seeing this guy in a while. And he also gave me this really nice photo that he got signed in person. Both of these were signed in person. This was at the Nationals, I guess. And then he got this for me. And this is Stuart Fairchild. And he also gave me a Stuart Fairchild autograph card. It was like Christmas time yesterday. And also, he gave me Cody Clemens. Now, Cody Clemens is a hell of a baseball player. He he's taken a lot of crap from because of his dad, and I'm sure everybody knows that grow up that Roger Clemens had some. He told some lies to Congress about the use of steroids and stuff, and I personally think they were vitamins that guys are taking now, and they're considered to be steroids. But if he was taking them nowadays times, he would be fine. I don't think that it's just lying to Congress. So this guy's getting some grief from it. So anyway, I like him. He's a hell of a player. He can hit. He's a great player, and that was really cool of Card Dreamer to get that for me. And he also got this nice upper deck holder, and this is for Joshua. He holds cards. I'm trying to open it up. Camera, it's hard with one hand, but anyway, it does open up. I'm not trying to break it, but yeah, it does open up. See, you put the cards in there, and Joshua. Let's put Joshua, and then let's take a look at what the stuff we got. Before I do that, I'll tell you about the stuff. I just want to say that I've been saying this for years. We do videos of cards and opening up stuff and doing that type of stuff, and then we text each other and we get to know each other. But it's really cool that you can go and meet people in person and do stuff with them, and just really nice person, very knowledgeable man about stuff. I just have a different knowledge of things because I just I collect a lot different. We all collect differently, so yeah, it was cool to see how how Card Dreamer collect, because he got some really cool stuff from Daytona. Targans, I believe they're called now. I'm used to the Cubbies. But anyway, he knows what he's looking for. He goes out there for people and buys stuff for them, and he does have his his own little collection he does. But mostly he just goes out there, buy stuff for you guys, and then share it with you at a discount. Or just give it to people. That's what he does. He's a really nice guy. Quincy, his friend, is super nice, and it was just awesome. Joshua had a great time. We got to see different places that they just built, because I just moved back down here, and it just made me feel really comfortable, me being back down here, and being from PA and stuff. It's a little different, but I grew up down here. So that being said, I just wanted to show you the stuff that we got. Now on the first round of cards that I went with, it was like the first time we walked up to a table. I seen some really cool stuff, and I saw some tickets. I saw that Card Dreamer was getting tickets, so I went to a different box for game tickets, and I seen a couple cool ones I was picking up for him. And he's like, "Whoa, that's really nice." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're for you, dude." So then I saw these. I was like, "Wow, I've been seeing these big baseball cards in a while, man. These are from the 80s, 1982, 83." And yeah, that's Carlton Fisk. And on the back, it has, you know, Mickey Mantle, World Series. See, it tells you every player that has one of these cards has a superstar player. So there's sleepers in there. Here's Mickey Mantle, World Series champion. Okay, and then we got another one. Gary Carter, one of the greatest catchers. Underrated, everybody, whatever. Until you grow up and watch these fellas play. And then it tells Gary Carter's stats for that year, 83. Then we got Mr. Carl Humble right there. See? See how cool these are? And don't forget Mr. Pete Rose. Pete with his cool haircut. And if you ever listen to Pete Rose talk about baseball, that's a shame that corner got messed up. But that's alright. And I got all this stuff it's just different. See, it's the same series, but different variation of it. So these are the special insert cards they would be. And then you got the base cards that go with it. And of course, look at this. Jeez, he's been played for a long time. So I got that one. Then I see Mr. George Brett. I was like, cool, man, George Brett. Big cards. I'm going to get stuff to put these in, hold them in there. Or if my friends like them, I send it to them. You know what I mean? So, but then I saw this postcard. And of course, you know, I like Nolan Ryan. And it says at the end of his career, God bless him. I actually watched the game that he threw his arm out at. And it's just, he got belted by a home run and then threw his arm out all on the same day. So it was a horrible retirement day for him. But I remember the good times when he pitched. If you see his last game, it was sad. But, yeah, he hurt himself really bad. And on top of that, I forgot who it was, just crushed a home run on top of him, be getting hurt. But, yeah, he threw as hard as he could, and he played a good, clean game. And if you charged the mound at him, he would kick your ass pretty badly. He was a pretty tough guy. And that was the old school ways that back in the 60s and 70s. If you threw, you know, you go to the pitcher mound, you're going to get beat up. These fellas didn't play. Then I look in there and I said, oh man, there's my man Bob Shaw. And you're like, oh, who the hell is that? Well, Bob Shaw has a unique history about him. I know a little bit about him. In 1959, he pitched in the World Series against the great Sandy Koufax. And he outdueled him. He beat Sandy Koufax. He won the game 1-0. Okay. And he also leads the league, I think to this day, it's the most balks in one game. I think he has like 5 or 6 balks in one game. But I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame. But I'm telling you, I think even he used to field. He was playing outfield. And I think to this day, he still has 1,000% average in the outfield. I have to look that up. There's guys that know more than I do. But, you know, this is from 1963, and it has mold on it. And, of course, I took this. I carry, when I go, another trick I want to tell you real quick, is when you go to these flea markets, bring penny sleeves and top loaders with you. Because the stuff you're going to get, the stuff in, this was trashed. I was showing the Car Dreamer. He saw it, too. And he was like, whoa, it's got mold on it. I was like, dude, this guy, I'm telling you, there's a lot to this fella. I don't care what condition it is. It's 1963, and it's from our personal collection. It is off-centered, and this dude has, look him up, Bob Shaw. You know, look him up on Google. He's got an interesting history, and he should be in the Hall of Fame. And then, you know, of course, I found some more Nolan Ryans and put them in penny sleeves and top roller. I have this whole set, by the way. But any Nolan Ryan I was going to get, you know, I get. They're Coca-Cola ones. They're from Coca-Cola. And they're in pretty good condition, considering the crappy stuff they had been, mind you. And I think they're from 91. And yeah, that's cool, see? Yeah. It's 89, it says on here. So it's probably 90. 92. Yeah, it's in the 90s. Anyway, they're cool. And then, Car Dreamer's like, yo, check this other place out. So we go to this other place, and I'm like, and it's like hidden treasures or something like that. And it's right next to the flea market. And guess who I see there? September. I saw this game, man. Mark McGwire. People say whatever they want to say. The guy hit 62 plus home runs, and Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa saved baseball. People were done with baseball after that strike. And these two guys, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, only Mark McGwire wasn't using cork bats. And that's going to really hurt Sammy getting into the Hall of Fame if he even gets in there. But this is limited edition. There's only 62,000 of them made. And I see it right off the bat. And I knew what this was because I used to have one of these. And it's sealed, you know. I only paid $1 for this. Let's see. Authentic. It's a gold one. And I'm a fan of Mark McGwire. And if everybody wants to talk about steroids, let's talk about these juice baseballs they're using right now, because that juice baseball is way worse than steroids. A few guys taking steroids, the whole league is juiced, and that's why you got 50 guys hitting 50 home runs and shit like that. That guys would never be able to do anything like that if the pitching was, ball wasn't loaded. So Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Roger Clemens all should be in the Hall of Fame. And if they're not, then there's a sad state of affairs in baseball. Anyway, so we walk in there, and of course, me and Card Dreamer was like, holy shit, Jerry Rice autograph on MVP thing. We were both looking at it. How much you want for that? And I'm like, oh, this is too good. So Card Dreamer asked the guy for a jewelry eye to look through a glass, and it's not a real autograph, it's a physical autograph. So he tells the fella, hey, in the corner is a little messed up or whatever. I don't care. Jerry Rice is my favorite player. And he was going to throw it in the garbage can. And Carter was like, no, don't do that. He's like, oh, well, I ain't going to sell fake stuff. He's like, it's not fake. It's a physical autograph. And, so I got this. And then Joshua and I go to the other side, and I saw Pokemon's this. And I was like, oh, man, Pokemon's this. And there was a Pikachu gold one and this fella, Puffy, Jigglypuff. So Joshua got and I put this in a paint sleeve, and the top loader was just, not worth nothing. And Joshua got the Pikachu one, and this is from 1999, and I looked them up on eBay, and they both sell the 24 karat gold plated, they got the plate on, they both sell for $20 for both of them, out of the box. If they're in the box, they're worth more money. But hey, Joshua and I got keepsakes, and I got to meet Card Dreamer and his buddy, and we got some cool stuff. So that's the stuff I got. And hopefully, look this guy up for the scoop, you guys. And if you see him around, pick him up. He's an interesting character. And I do enjoy the history of sports. And I just wanted to tell a couple of my friends that emailed me today, these guys are betting on these football games. And some of my friends are betting on these football games and losing their ass off. Okay, and as I tell every one of my friends, I love watching football. I love watching pro sports, but it's easier to rig these games, and especially with Vegas and points and stuff like that. Nobody's that accurate. You have to use common sense. You can't guess every game. Nobody can just guess that there's going to be 3-point lead, or even yesterday it was 16 points against Cleveland. And Cleveland, you took Cleveland, you won, because you had 3 points. You would have won by 3 points. So don't bet on these games. Just watch the games, enjoy them. Don't take them seriously. In my opinion, it even says it in the NFL law book, their protocol book, the way they operate as a company, and that's exactly what it is. It's a corporation. These teams are not privately owned anymore. The Rooneys don't own the Pittsburgh Steelers no more. He's a CEO. He has interest. He bought interest. Bob Kraft don't own the New England Patriots. He's a CEO. There's 32 teams, and they're all corporate, and they all get $280 million at the beginning of the season, and they all split the profits, and they all make money. Even if they don't make the Super Bowl, they all make money, and that's what it is. And in their guidelines, since Roger Goodell took over the NFL, he has ruined the game of football. He is allowed, and refs are allowed to call plays the way they want to. If it's fixed or whatever, they tried to be sued in 2010 by a Jets fan, and they're listed as entertainment, and they can do anything they want. If they want the Steelers to win by 30 points, they can do that. If they want the Patriots to win a Super Bowl, they can do that. It's just for entertainment. It ain't pro football no more. Go back and look at the 70s and 90s football. That's when football was football. And a lot of these guys playing right now would not make it through the 70s and 90s. I can guarantee you that. I promise you that. Reggie White would destroy Tom Brady, and it wouldn't be pretty. And he would destroy half the quarterbacks in the NFL, not just Tom Brady. So, but everybody wants to talk about Tom Brady, but I think he's a hell of a quarterback. I got to give him props. He's got Super Bowls. And yes, there's questions about the Patriots, and I don't really care, you know what I mean? I just watch the game for fun, and the whole point of me saying this is don't bet money on this stuff. You're not going to win. It's against you. So enjoy the games, enjoy baseball, enjoy collecting, enjoy life, and don't waste your money on stuff that you have no control over. just telling you as a friend. I love you guys, so that's why I said something, because I'm getting a lot of emails today about my friends losing money on baseball and football games. So don't bet on them. So collect them like we do. You know, me and my family, and I consider Card Dreamer part of my family now. We all went out and fun, and I got all this stuff for $10. All this card, that, all these Ryans, that Ryan, this one, this Pikachu, all these cards, $10, and then my friend gave me this stuff. And I'm gonna get nice frames for it when I get my apartment, and we're gonna have nice things. And I'm gonna put these in one touches, keep them, because I like one touch. Because there's a little darts in there, and I did that when I put that in there. I'll fix it. One touch, and it's gonna go right in my room with the rest of my stuff. And I got something really nice for Claude Dreamer, and I'm sure he'll show it to you. But it's really nice, and I really appreciate everything. I know this video is a little long, but I just wanted to tell everybody thank you, and I really had a great time. And like, get out there, meet some of these people. If you guys live close together, go hook up with each other and go to card shows and do things and enjoy life. And that way, that's what YouTube's about, and that's how you should use it. You should all be friends and family, and be happy for each other, and enjoy each other's collections. And thank you for sharing with everybody that shares, and just really appreciated yesterday. It was really cool. We had a great day, and I'm very appreciative of everything. So like I say all the time, it's really important you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other, and just enjoy collecting stuff you like doing, and don't worry about it. You know what I mean? And don't bet on games. That's the best advice I can give you guys, because I love you.